What's happening, everybody? Vinny here. Welcome back to the kitchen, and today we are reviewing the Presto dehydro food dehydrator, or food dryer, or whatever you want to call it. I've had this thing for a little while now. I mean, if you saw my homemade beef jerky video, you've seen me use it. And this retails at Walmart right now for about $40. Okay? So what we're going to do is just get into it real quick, give you my thoughts on it, and yeah, you might decide if it's worth it or not. But as you can see, it looks really compact, kind of small to be laying on racks of beef to be turned into jerky or vegetables to be dehydrated or so on and so forth. But all the racks fit together. It's actually a nice little feature, and then what you do is you flip them out one at a time. You got to use opposing racks because some have handles on them, some don't. Okay, and then you flip that one on there like this. Sorry for the Blair Witch style recording. And then that one goes on there like that. Ooh, crusty. Didn't see that. Alright. And then the lid goes on top. Just like that. And it gained all that height. So it comes with 4 racks. You can add, you can buy more racks if you want to stack onto it and so on and so forth. It also comes, well, it doesn't come with it, but you can purchase add-ons. Like these things right here. These are for making, those are weird plastic marks in it, I don't know what that is. But these are for making fruit leather or fruit roll-ups, however you want to call them. You basically puree some fruit. Boil it for a little bit, mix a little bit of sugar here, you pour it in here, and you run it in the dehydrator. This will just sit on one, I'll just show you. It's easier to show than it is to explain. It just sits on one of the racks inside there. That's all it does. And then the heat will pass through the top here. Okay? So let's break this thing back down to being collapsed. Okay, now we're back down here. Now you go to the bottom of the dehydrator. You got this little mesh filter, which I can never get out. Oh, you bugger. That you can take out and clean if anything falls on it. And inside here you got your fan, and then there's a heating element underneath, which helps circulate the air and, process whatever you're trying to process. Now, what we want to do, let's do a little startup of it real quick. I gotta slide it over because it does not come with a long cord at all. Oh man, I gotta move my table over now. Okay. Let's plug this thing in. Other way around. As you can hear, it is definitely not the most quiet of devices. This is actually the air intake, and all the heated air comes out of the sides here. So it circulates. I'll just use this as a demonstration. It circulates up the sides of the rack and gets forced back down the center, back to the fan intake. Okay, now it is a little bit noisy, but whatever. But let's get this thing back together like we're drying some meat. Let's do a temperature test and see where it gets up to. Okay, I got the dehydrator reassembled like we're going to, dry some meat. But what I did is in the top, I just stuck in a food thermometer there. And what we're hoping to see is 160 to 165 degrees, because that's the temperature where bacteria is killed off. Because if the dehydrator can't get up to that temperature, then you have to heat the meat up to an internal temperature of 160 degrees for safety, according to the USDA. But mankind's been doing this for hundreds of years, so whatever. Alright, let's plug this guy in. Green means go. And now this is going to probably take a minute. Oh, come on, focus. But yeah, the temperature is already starting to climb slowly. If it can focus. There it goes. So it's shooting up, but you know, I'll let this run for about 20 minutes or so and see where it sits. Alright? Alright. Be back in a little bit. So it's been about 30 minutes, and I've been letting this thing heat up, get nice and warm for, you know, temperature, and check it and make sure it's good. And it gets up to 160 degrees, which is safe for beef. Can't do chicken jerky in this. You have to cook it first. Or you boil it in the marinade for about 10 minutes and you throw it in here. But, okay, so it does get up to 160 degrees Fahrenheit, because we don't use Celsius here in America. My daughter put her My Little Pony comb on the table. It's a butterfly. Alright, so we know it gets up to 160 degrees Fahrenheit, which means it is perfectly safe to throw raw beef in here for dehydrating. If you saw my dehydrating video, it takes about 4 hours minimum to, you know, actually make it safe in this thing. What I like about it is the fact that it can collapse down into a very small package. All these racks can be thrown in the dishwasher, and it's all dishwasher safe. It seems pretty sturdy, and parts are readily available online for it. So if, you know, one of the racks gets too worn out, you can go to Presto's website and get more racks. If you've seen my beef jerky video already, you know this thing works. And my son wants a drink. 1 second, buddy! Alright, so back to what I was saying. It works great. For $40, instead of going to one of those, you know, outdoors shops like Cabela's or Bass Pro Shop, paying an arm and a leg for a dehydrator, going to Walmart for this $40 thing seems to work out. I mean, and the fact that it does get up to temperature relatively quick, I mean 30 minutes, I mean you don't need to be taking the lid off to check on the jerky, you just let it go for 4 hours, then check on it after that. Easy to clean, easy to store, easy to operate. There's no buttons on the front, you have nothing to worry about. You just plug it in and go. So I like it. But, you know, if you have any questions about it, you know, throw them down there in the comments. And as always, please like, subscribe, and comment. And we'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.